ready to take the oath, to spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen. I am trusting you to remain loyal to the gods in this. If you do not, you will have greater powers than me to answer to. But you will answer to me as well. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
This is a missionary, same as I was. Taught the wrong things as I was. Oceanus. They have held off many would-be invaders.
You are ready to give a confession?
I'm ready to hear one from you.
You are far from your post, Inquisitor. What brings you here? That woman sought only to destroy... We are in a sanctum holy to Woedica. There are others like it in service to the other gods. I come here often to pray for her counsel, and in this space I may be assured... It has many uses, but its purpose is to bring structure to the chaos that's... They are monuments to Woedica's greatest servants among my people. I hope to join them myself one day, but my work is... The Inquisition was based on the need to cut the flesh. What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked? Something men can turn to in their darkest moments when their days seem only like bridges from one tragedy to the next. Our gods are all these things. We're in a sacred place within earshot of the gods themselves. This is not the time. You've been through much these past few months. You will return home and you will rest. When you feel you have recovered, you may rejoin. There are many who continue to spread the lies of the apostate. The Inquisition will not end until we have pronounced judgment on all of them. How did you find it? Another in a string of acts of petty defiance. For all her knowledge, she always preferred spite over reason. Then she should have obeyed. I ask one thing of all my followers. She was incapable. A waste of rare talent and intellect. What of your cohorts, then? They have followed you to their deaths. Is it loyalty that brings them here? Or is it, as my agents suggest, that they have no direction of their... You worshipped Aethys, did you?
Spies are good. What gave me away?
Yet when your god needed you the most, you chose your country.
We were being invaded. Not by anyone who was acting like a god.
Then I should think your hometown gave you a hero's welcome.
They made cake. Hard to blame people for losing faith when it's the gods who are...
The gods argue over how best to prevent Kith society from destroying itself. These disruptions would not be necessary were mortal instinct. What of you, Orlan? My agents tell me you are far from home, both in distance and in years. Have your friends proven a worthy distraction from the pain?
Ostracism? Is that the name for the groin rash your mother gave me? Don't fool yourself, old man. You know...
Enlighten me, then. Is it Galloway?
I do not serve Galloway. I am an instrument of his...
But such difficulty on the way. If you had only accepted that perhaps you were fit to serve neither god, just as you were unfit to serve your tribe.
Belittle my struggle at your own peril, Thaos. I have been reforged by challenge and contest. Saved myself the trouble? Pfft, trouble, my friend, is what has made me strong enough to pull your lungs out through...
Yet I suspect you amount to little in your god's eyes. You built a weapon that delivered exactly as...
I served my goddess as you did.
Yet the other builders were slain. 11 of a dozen. Why not you? Were you somehow...
Whatever desire I had to be redeemed in her eyes was weakness, purged by the Watcher's sight.
Or was it merely that your goddess wanted you dead as well, and your delusions of importance prevented you from seeing the...
A whore's beguiling charms, nothing more. But the spell's broke now, Thaos. The trial's over. I know friend from foe, and I've come here now to see a foe repaid.
You were able to destroy a god because another god wished it. Without her hand to guide you, you could not strike at a god any more than you could strike the sky. You are impotent. And not just from... I understand your duke's bells gave you a...
Their orders do not absolve me of my greater responsibility to the safety and well...
No one to pick up where you get me. There's no fucking spelling in it, man.
Yet you disobeyed. Something you already have a reputation for. They will know, of course. If it had been for a worthy cause, they might have forgiven you. But I don't see them pursuing animancy after seeing what it's done here. They trusted you.
The parents scold, but the children are safe. Whether animancy research continues in the Republics or not, they will survive. For now, that in any case, I wouldn't be so smug about my fate, Thaos. I imagine Woedica responds to disappointment.
State your name and purpose, young acolyte.
My name belonged to the gods and my hand to their service. No.
You serve none but yourself. Without contact with your order, you can have no higher purpose. Only the base concerns of the flesh.
And I should have done it years before. I'd rather live in
And that uncertainty would lead you where it leads everyone. To doubt, to emptiness, to the many cruelties inspired by disbelief. You will have to... You are here because you are lost. The gods cannot reach everyone, I'm afraid. May you fare better in your next life. I gather you have had your soul awakened. Why else would you shadow my footsteps like some stray mongrel? You think I have something to offer you, but our business was concluded long ago. I answered your questions once. That your soul is not fit to accept the answers is of little concern to me. I lied to no one. Not to you, not to anyone. The gods are real. They are everything we need them to be, and the world is better for it. I have no illusions about the costs involved. But what your brief lifespan obscures is that the heart of this country has skipped a beat, nothing more. I have done far worse. I plunged the peaceful kingdom of Thaos into civil war. I slew the monarch of Desantio, whose people never... When plague arrived at the great city of Arborensis, I saw to it that the cure did not. They piled their dead outside the city in heaps that rose above their walls. That's where you were There was a time, back when your soul was still a shapeless mist, when the world believed only in false gods. Thousands of them. Gods that told them to take slaves. Gods that told them to make war upon their neighbors and devour the slain. Gods that told them to burn their children alive and cover themselves in the ashes. But all that changed when they learned of the true gods. Our gods. All those misshapen, bestial instincts melted beneath the radiance of our god's majesty. You could see it in their eyes. That dull emptiness replaced with the glimmer of a kindled spark. There is no false hope. Have you imagined this existence? The one the apostate would have created. We are not all so virtuous as she. Without our gods, the most wicked, the most tyrannical, they would take that power for themselves. But more than that, it would be a hollow existence. All mysteries forever unanswered. All purposes constructed from meaninglessness. No endings to bring closure. Only a wheel, turning without mercy, grinding our spirits to dust. Telling yourself each day that what you do matters, that it isn't all for nothing, that the world is just. The apostate's world is built all I have seen, the millennia of experience. I will not be dissuaded from this course. This is the only way. We are all controlled by our own doubts. With your soul and thousands of others, I will... Hear me, Woedica.
Dum dum dum.
Rock 10!
Will he revive the statue? Yes, he will. Dude. Oh, I thought I killed him. I was like, what the hell? Okay, let's go all out. This nice metal. Great.
Don't even...
Need something?
That's it! Don't even slow it down!
Lava room. Forgive me, Woedica.
Growl killed Thaos. What the hell? Killed by a beast.
That's the servant down, and the mistress still to go. A good...
I hope this is the end, but what's to stop him from being born again with the same ill intent? And before you suggest the option, no, I'm not eating his soul. I'll put almost...
In his own way, Thaos must have truly believed he was caring for the people of Eora, protecting them from themselves. A shame his soul...
At some point, you have to look at the things your god is telling you to do. And ask your...
He spent his lives, more than any of us will ever know. For what? Binding the world to a lie. Could a man like that...
At once.